Hi guys, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do something really exciting, and I know you guys have all been anxious for the new IOD designs. We are gonna be using the IOD Frames mold. I'm also gonna use the English Toile also. So let's just get started. So for this project, we're gonna be using our Frames mold from IOD, and I'm using air dry clay. So I'm gonna do these 3 smaller ones, and make sure you put some cornstarch in your molds. These are very intricate, so it really does make a difference. Just pressing in. I'm bending my mold. Here's one. It looks like this one may need to be a little thicker. I'm going to show you. See, when I went like this, you could see where this kind of broke up on there. So it's almost better to start a little bit thicker and then work your way down. So we're going to set these aside to let them dry a little bit. I'm just going to paint all of these black. These are dry. You can see this one bubbled a little. You can also glue it on to a piece of cardstock or chipboard and it'll make it lay a little more flat. I'm not too concerned. I still really like these. So I am just going to paint the whole frame in black, and then I'm going to come in with my center color. So I am using a little bit of water with my paint to help the paint flow into the crevices here. Since it's so detailed, that really helps. But you definitely want to make sure that your clay is dry. And even then, you don't want to saturate it so much. Now I'm just going to paint the center in another color, and I'm going to use this blue. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry real quick, and then we're going to rub it back. Okay, so this is dry. I am just using a baby wipe, and I am wiping off the top edges of this black paint. Now, if you get black paint on this baby wipe and then touch the blue, you're going to get black in the blue. So I'm not going to be rubbing back the blue. I am just rubbing back the black to let the white clay show through. And I'll be sealing this afterwards, so this will be fine. You could have actually painted it another color, then the black, and had that show through, but I really found this is what I wanted, was black and white, so this worked perfect. And look how nicely that shines through. So I'm going to do this with all the frames that I've done up, and you can see what a difference already. I wiped all these back. So what I am going to do is put a sealer on here, and then we're going to put our transfers on the top. You could just stamp a word, put a photograph, decoupage any other paper. There are so many things you could do, a little mini oil painting, whatever you would like now that you have your frames. But let's get this sealed. You can use any type of a liquid sealer you would like. I just want this center painted surface to be sealed before I put my transfer on. If you were just stamping this, you probably wouldn't need to necessarily seal it first. So I'm just going to let these dry real quick. I am going to use my English Toile. This transfer in particular is wonderful because when I had pieced it all together, the sides, top, bottom, put it all together, I ended up with 5 different designs and 12 of each of these designs. You can see where I taped it together here. But that gives you 60 pieces to work with. You have so much potential to put these in here. So what I'm gonna do is pick out my pieces for this, and then I'm just gonna transfer them on. So if you really wanna make it easy on yourself, I just took a piece of excess backing I had, and I drew around it and cut the circle out. So I kinda knew the size I would need that would fit in my image. Draw around that. So when you're cutting this, one thing is cut it a little bigger. But I'm gonna make sure the edge where the horse is and at the bottom is against the frame. So it doesn't look like it's just been cut off. And you want to be careful when you're doing this on your clay because you don't want to snap your clay. And since the sealer is dry, this should help it adhere a little better too. So once again, I'm just going to trace this. I'm going to lay these reeds and brush down first, and then I am just going to layer my bird over the top. And you're going to see that the center of the frame is bowed. That's the way that it was made. I really like that actually, but you just have to be careful when you're going around. And actually that would even be cute just as is. I think we are going to use the white duck on this one. Now I'm just going to put a quick sealer over this again, and these have been, I've pressed them and burnished them down. And there you go.
So I hope you guys thought this was a fun project. We also had done some with paper pulp, and we have done other videos showing you how to use paper pulp in your molds. And that's what I had done with this one. And these are some very lightweight frames. Be great to use on Christmas cards, and you could add your sentiments in. And we even did some fun, cute little boxes with the frames. But I hope you guys try this out. And if you're interested in any of the products we used today, take a look at the link in the description. But whatever you do, have fun.